May 20th, 2024 meeting of the Bellingham Select Board. We would like to start as always with the Pledge of Allegiance.
There.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. As we begin this evening, it's a bit with a heavy heart, and we lost some members of our community or connected to our community with the passing of Gary Reichert this past Friday, and two members of Superintendent Morano's family, his father and brother, also in a tragic car accident. I'd like to ask for a moment of silence. Thank you. We kick off the evening with our citizens input section, and one of my favorite co-workers is here, Marie Fort, if you would be kindly enough to join us. We have quite the announcement, and kudos to you, our program, and the town of Bellingham.
Thank you. It's so nice to be here. I was saying I'm regularly at school committee meetings, but I think this is my first official select board meeting besides town meetings. So thank you for having me. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Marie Fort. I'm the Fine Arts Department Coordinator at the high school and one of the music teachers and one of Michael's colleagues. And I think this is year 22 for me in the Bellingham School Department. So it's been a nice place to teach and really grow as an educator. So we recently, the reason I'm here this evening is to share some really wonderful news that I'm very proud of. Bellingham Public Schools and Bellingham as a town, as a community, we have received a national honor. We were recognized as being one of the best communities for music education. This is an honor that's been given out for the past 25 years. So this is the 25th year that they give out this honor. It's given by the National Association of Music Merchants. It's a national honor. And you may be wondering, what is this? How did we get this? How does it work? So this is the first time Bellingham has been awarded this honor. I filled out a very lengthy application back in the fall. And basically what it is a complete look at us as a school department and what we offer for music education, and a look at how our community supports music education. So it's everything from enrollment in our music classes to supplies for music instruments. How do we repair our instruments? Do music teachers have dedicated classroom space where they can teach music? Do we have concerts that are open to the public? Do we offer summer programs? Do we offer scholarship programs? It has to do with what co-curricular and extracurricular activities do we offer our students? What type of community and booster support do we have? We have wonderful support with our Bellingham Friends Music, and also wonderful support from the town of Bellingham. How were students accepted to regional activities and competitions? Are music educators in Bellingham highly qualified? Do they have master's degrees? How do our building principals support the program? So it's all of these things that are put into the formula, and we were awarded it. And I did go through the whole list for Massachusetts. There were 23 communities in Massachusetts, so we're in good company, but there's no set amount. So for example, our neighbors next door in Rhode Island, there was only one town that was recognized in Rhode Island. So it really depends on what your data looks like. So we are very, very excited and proud to announce that. And I do want to say a special thanks to the select board, because as we know, you're a big part of how we receive our funding. And that's, a direct impact on our instruction, on our staffing, and how we can teach our students. And obviously you support a lot of the community events and venues, even things like our wonderful performance venue at the high school. Is a direct result of that. So I just want to say thank you, and thank you to the town of Bellingham. And I have a nice framed picture that if you'd like to add to the Arcand room or somewhere around. I gave one to Dr. Morano as well, and the schools will each get one. And we have a really nice banner for the high school as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
I'm going to put you over the top with my rendition of "Twas the Night Before Christmas."
Yes, I think you did. Yes.
I was here for that.
You did a fantastic job. So maybe we'll be back again next year. We'll see.
Yeah.
Andy, great.
Thank you, Marie. Great job.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's a great honor, and Marie does a great job for the district as a whole. So we kick off the rest of the meeting tonight with two public hearings. And the first one, I'm reading the right one. In accordance with chapter 138 of the Mass General Laws and the Bellingham Code of Bylaws, the Bellingham Select Board will hold a public hearing on Monday, May 20th, 2024 at 7 p.m. in the Municipal Center Arcane Meeting Room on the application of Sat Mary Inc. doing business as Bellingham House of Pizza and Pub. Samer Solomon, am I saying that correctly?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Manager for the transfer of the restaurant, alcohol beverage and common victual license from Stamasha Contulis, premise located at 442 Hartford. If the applicant and council would like to join us.
Yes.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Gregory DeMarcus. I'm an attorney with offices in Lynn. And I'm here on behalf of the applicant, Sat Mary Inc., which has entered into an agreement to purchase Bellingham House of Pizza and Pub at 442 Hartford Avenue here in Bellingham. To my right is Sam Solomon. He's a 50%, he will be a 50% owner in this corporation with his partner Joseph Guyed. Sam Solomon is a citizen. He's going to be the manager. He's going to be there every day operating this place. He and Mr. Guyed have experience. They used to own a restaurant and he worked at a restaurant in Ashland called the Ashland House of Pizza, Ashland Pizza Palace for 5 years. Mr. Guyed is also purchasing the real estate. There's no bank involved. They're coming up with their own funds and we've supplied in the application the source of funds. We've also provided a copy of the floor plan, the lease, the tax certificates, and the purchase agreements. The son of Stamatia Contulis is here today, Demetrius Contulis. Mr. Solomon said that he's going to keep most of the employees there. It's going to be the same operation, the same hours. It's going to be a seamless transition. I believe the 72 seats, 52 inside and 20 outside. And the premises contain about 3,000 square feet. So we're asking today for the approval of the transfer of the liquor license from Mrs. Contulis to Sat Mary Inc. together with the approval of Sam Solomon as the manager. He's tip certified. He also has a tip certified.
Questions for you?
I don't have a question. I think it's pretty seamless when you read through materials, what's happening. But I think we should say thank you to the Contulises who have been in the town for a long, long time, have done a wonderful job. You have big shoes to fill because they've done a marvelous job. But I just would like to say thank you to them.
I'm all set. As long as you keep everything the same, and then you'll be all set in my household. I'll tell them what's in.
Mike, do you have anything?
No, I have no questions.
Okay. Same menu,
Same menu.
same hours,
Everything.
nothing else has changed. I would like to echo Ann's sentiment. The Contulises have been models, business owners in the community to the north and Blackhawk Pizza to the south, and we look forward to that continued goodwill. This is a public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak in for or against? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None? Entertain a motion, please.
I'll make a motion to transfer the a restaurant, all alcohol beverages and common victualler license from Stamatia Contulis, premises located at 442 Hartford Avenue, to Samar Solomon.
Same.
Then Sam Solomon.
Samar Solomon.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? None? When will this close?
We still have to get the ABCC approval, so there's no bank involved, so as soon as it gets approved, and it's running about 6 to 8 weeks, we'll close shortly after that, so it's the end of May. my guess is end of July, beginning of August. It was.
Fantastic. So I wish you much success in Bellingham.
Welcome to
Thank you
town.
very much. We'll get this signed and we'll be good to go.
Congrats.
Hillary will take care of everything else, from this point forward.
You're not moving, right?
No, I'm not. No.
Yeah, you're all set. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Okay. We actually did something new tonight. We had two public hearings scheduled at the same time, and on advice of town council, as long as we don't start prior to the time it's designated, so why we didn't open up both meetings at the same time. But second meeting of the night, in accordance with chapter 130 of the Mass General Laws of the Bellingham Code of Bylaws, the Bellingham Select Board will hold a public hearing on Monday, May 20th at 7 p.m. Municipal Center, Arcane Meeting Room, 10 Mechanic Street, on the application of Shops Liquors LLC, doing business as Ernie's Liquors, for a change in ownership interest for the package store all alcohol beverage license premises located at 191 Mechanic Street. Welcome, Ernie.
Now, believe it or not, I'm Mr. Bellingham tonight.
That's it. Well, we liked you for the first one, so hopefully we like you for the second.
I'm a lawyer in Lynn. I was here about 30 years ago, the last time, and here I am tonight, and I got all you here. So, this one here, you fellows know, everybody knows Ernie Pelletier. He's a resident of Bellingham for 64 years. It looks like he's 50, but he says he's been here 64 years. He has an LLC called Shops Liquors LLC, and he's 100% owner of that. He's entered into an agreement with Terrell Naik, who's also here today, to sell him a 49% minority ownership in that. It's going to be paid by a promissory note. Mr. Naik comes with experience. He's got an interest in 3 stores: Westboro, Grafton, and Holliston. But other than that, it's going to be the same operation. Ernie is there almost every morning. He's there on Saturdays. He comes in on Sundays. He's going to continue to do that. It's going to be the same hours, the same operation, same name. He's just getting an investor to help him out. And it's going to be, again, seamless. We've provided the tax certificates and a copy of the promissory note and the purchase agreement. It's going to be the same manager. So we're just requesting the board to approve the transfer of the 49% membership interest to Mr. Knight.
Okay. Questions?
No, I read it. I'm set. Thank you.
Is there a timetable, Ernie, where you'll sell the whole business to this gentleman, or?
So, I am 64.
Yep.
So, I would like to retire at some point. However, my kids are, my son's graduating from Bellingham High School in just a couple of weeks, and my daughter's a year behind him. So I'm committed to working as I'm presently doing until they get out of college. So I'm looking at a 5-year timetable. And at that point, I'll reassess. If you ask my wife, that she will tell you I'm most likely retiring for good. But we'll see how things go. We have no plans to leave the town. This is, I've lived here all my life. My wife's been here since she was knee high. When we retire, we're going to live here. We've made that decision. We're not going anywhere. I plan to work the store for at least 5 more years, perhaps longer, depending on health and everything. But I would say figure out a 5-year plan.
Good. Mike, did you have any questions? Are you good?
No, everything was pretty much spelled out.
Great. I know you have a great inventory, specialized. I think you're a destination location, so congratulations on that investment.
Thank you.
It's a public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak for or against? Seeing none or hearing none, I entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. Entertain a motion for the transfer of Shop Liquors LLC, doing business as Ernie's Liquors, 51.49% transfer to transferring this to
Terrell Naik.
What is this? How do you say the thing?
Terrell Naik.
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Second.
First and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? None. 4-0. Congratulations on your semis. Started with the semis.
I don't know when I'll be back in Bellingham, but,
Oh, they should all be this stuff.
Maybe another 30 years.
what? Another 30 years, you'll have to wait.
Thank you, Arnie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, good luck.
No, thank you.
Ahead of schedule on our agenda, Uno Chicago Grill, Chris Bailey requests for a one-day special license for all alcohol beverages on July 28, 2024. Benefit the nonprofit Why Not Devon Foundation to end DIPG. Welcome.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good.
Would you be Christopher Bailey?
Yes, I am Christopher Bailey.
Welcome, Mr. Bailey. I believe in our package, we saw the layout for parking.
Yes,
Do you have any concerns about people crossing over?
No, because- no, because we were blocking it off. There's still ample parking to move around, so they're not in the destination area. And behind our lot, between the lot in the middle of the whole plaza, between PetSmart and us and Home Depot, there's a spot in the middle that has crosswalks to all locations.
Yep.
Including our location, and I sent pictures with it as well. So there's a crosswalk right there.
Any questions from the board?
No, it's just.
No.
Mike, any questions?
Nothing.
Um,
Mr.
So-
Chairman,
please,
I'll make a motion to approve the one-day request special license for all alcohol beverages on July 28th, 2024 to benefit the nonprofit Why Not Devon Foundation to end DIPG. Recommended fee, it's wavered, and it's to Uno's Chicago Grill.
that's the second. Just a note, we wanted to recognize that you've been such a good community member, waiving the fee where it's for 501c3 and all the profits going toward that. So
Oh, yes,
So we know additional
most
charges.
donations for everything. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
first and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none, 4-0. So we will take care of the paperwork.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So I don't know if Anita told you, but probably the day or two before, our building commissioner and the fire chief.
But yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
She told me that was
Okay.
amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hoping for a very, very busy day. Raise a lot of money.
Great.
The next item on the docket is our IT director, Karen Doodle, with a discussion on the Zoom option for public meetings.
Good evening. everyone. So I wanted to bring something to your attention this evening regarding what has been happening during our Zoom board meetings. We've noticed over the past several weeks that more and more Zoom bombers have attempted and have at times successfully disrupted various Bellingham board meetings. We had extremely offensive disruption at the planning board meeting last week where pornographic content was played during the meeting. There's also been audio disruptions with people using profanity or making offensive noises, as well as offensive text written in the chat portion of the Zoom. Needless to say, when this happens, it not only disrupts the meeting, but also results in understandable distraction of board members and meeting participants. Although there are some tools we have available to us to try and contain these instances, it is nearly impossible to know who is a valid participant who wishes to speak at a meeting versus who is there merely to disrupt. I would like the board to consider an alternative plan for the public's access of viewing board meetings moving forward. I'd like to continue using the Zoom platform for board meetings, but only allow board members and scheduled meeting participants access to the meeting's Zoom link. This could include applicants, town council, department heads, or any other actual participant who is required at the meeting. We would then live stream the meeting through our local access government channel on ABMI, as well as via the ABMI government channel stream on their website. The link to the live stream will be posted on the town's website, and we could also have each board add it to their meeting agendas. We will also continue to record the meetings and post them on our YouTube page, as we've been doing. So it's my understanding of Mass state law that allowing the public to participate via Zoom is a courtesy that we have given, but unfortunately, a few with bad intent have ruined it for all others. Take any questions, or I don't know if Rob wanted to, the planning director, he was most affected the other night at his meeting, so I don't know if you wanted to jump in also before you ask some questions.
Sure.
I can tell. Evening, everybody.
Good evening, Rob.
Good evening. How are you all? Nothing really to add, just exactly what Karen mentioned. It was a pretty aggressive Zoom bomb session at the last planning board meeting, so something should definitely be changed, I would say, because running the meeting while we're having Zoom bombers is just, it's not really, it doesn't help the fact that, you know, we also have people in the audience who are asking questions. It's very difficult to answer those questions and the board's questions while having to worry about what's going to be popping up on the screen. So,
I think the one thing that was noted is that it's hard to monitor when, let's say, 20 or 25 people are on there because they're on multiple pages.
Yes.
And you may not see that, and that is the risk. We don't know who is tuning in that would be offended by it, and completely agree with the proposal. The one thing that I think I talked to Dennis about was that the school committee would make their own decision on this because it's a different environment.
Yeah.
But we would make the policy for all of the boards in town. That's reasonable.
And there'll be an icon, just like there is now. People go to virtual meetings, they will see the meeting, they just won't be able to participate. And what we'll do though is we'll put some sort of a message there to make it clear that it's for viewing only. To participate, you've actually got to come in person to the meeting. Board members, as Karen mentioned, attorneys, department heads, etc., will all have the link to participate in the meeting.
When you say view only though, does that mean that their screen remains black?
Yes. Yeah, so they just be able to view it like they're viewing television.
That's
show.
okay.
Yeah, there'll be no.
So on our website, will we put more in, maybe a little bit more information about cable 6 now?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, we'll put all the, we'll provide the information, we'll provide the link.
And it will be there, so you go to virtual meetings, it'll come up the same way. That's the intent, right? Someone will be able to do a
We'll
virtual.
make it as easy as possible, yeah.
So,
How do we need to word the motion?
as far as effective, I think it should be effective. I would imagine we do it effective immediately, except for those boards that may have already posted. I think 1 or 2 may have already posted meetings, but they're
I believe maybe it's building.
yeah, building committee tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be there watching.
Yeah.
I'm zooming in at 8:30 a.m. I'm not even-
Planning or zoning?
Planning board is Thursday night. We posted the agenda without the Zoom link, knowing that
Yeah, I
the
know.
agenda wouldn't change, but we could always amend the agenda with the Zoom link if it was decided tonight that we wanted to continue the Zoom option.
Yes.
Okay, I just have a couple of things to say. First of all, and I hope people are listening to this.
It's,
It's
keep in mind, there could have been somebody from India.
I know it could be,
Necessarily a
but
Bellingham
it's a
resident.
pretty disgusting
Yeah.
that you have to do this because we've gone out of our way to try and make everything so easy for residents and for people who wanted to watch what was going in and to participate. So it's sad that it did not work because of a few idiots and, you know, just kind of have my Macy's school line here, the idiots. But I have no problem with this at all. And I think unfortunately, this is what we're gonna have to do. And I don't mind making a motion and if everybody's ready, or do you have anything to say?
Mike, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I think Ann said exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
The idiots, yes, we're in agreement there. I'll make a motion that we, as effective immediately, that our Zoom operations will be restricted to board members, participants, people who are
Town official.
town officials, or the applicants, that was what I was looking for, and that all others will have to view the meetings on our local cable.
And they still be able to view them on their computer.
Right.
Yeah.
Through the screen, through the HDMI screen, so we'll definitely write something up, I'll run it by Dennis to make sure that we
The only
have.
thing I want to make sure is that it does get onto cable,
It will,
Oh, yeah.
because there are times I get
We have some
people
departments that
that,
aren't trained
some
yet.
departments don't use it, but we will, we made note of that, so we'll make sure that all the departments.
So the motion's out. I'll second that motion.
First and second, any further discussion? Hearing none, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So we have a handful of items listed under other business. First is the vote on gifts and grants that's presented by, oh, sorry, no, we're gonna, Heidi, I missed you.
You said I forget.
I actually checked off that you'd already spoken. Next up, we have Heidi Shuckman, our CFO, to approve the sale of bond anticipation notes and borrow authorization approval.
Good
Can you give us a
evening.
little bit of background and whatever paperwork we need.
We had our sale on May 15th. We had 4 bidders. After speaking with the financial advisors, we had 2 that had the same net interest cost, which I guess is pretty rare, but it shows that that's where the market is. The net interest cost was at 3.76.1%. We had the band for the 2.5 million on the DPW administration building and the 2.1 million for the PFAS engineering portion. And we went with Piper Sandler and Company. That's who won the bid of the 4 bidders. Any questions?
And it's a 5,
The term,
the term.
how long are we looking to do it?
Well, I know
I think it's a 5-year, right?
it is a 5 year.
5-year.
It's a 5-year term.
Not that we necessarily would, but if interest rates were to turn in our favor, we would have the latitude to refinance.
Yes.
Any other questions? I think for you, Mike, we'll start with you this time.
No,
Good.
no, no.
No, 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 questions.
No, I'm okay with it.
2.7 is not that bad of a rate in this market.
No,
I don't know.
pretty good.
We refinanced everything 2-3 years ago at sub 2.
They paid us, yeah.
Yeah, they paid us. Yeah, they paid up. So, all right, so is there a motion?
Yes, there is.
It's all the way at the bottom, right?
Yeah, please.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the board as prepared by bond counsel to the town and presented to this meeting, which will, among other things, form the award, the notes to the low bidder, determine at a competitive sale held on May 15, 2024, and establish terms thereof, the formal terms of the vote prepared by bond counsel to the town and approved by this motion shall be incorporated in the minutes of this meeting.
Second.
First and second, anything further? Seeing none, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. How long does the whole process start to finish take as far as your time?
Started as soon as I started in January and it ended on May 10th, I think.
But is this a
Back and forth.
20-hour endeavor or more or less?
Probably a little more. We went back and forth with bond counsel and, back and forth with information. They didn't register all the hours that I did because this was the first one I ever did, so it was a little bit of a learning curve there.
That's fine, looks like you did well.
Little growing pains, but we managed to do it. It's awesome.
Did well.
Congrats.
Thank you very much, and you've got a major speaking role on Wednesday night.
Yes.
You're gonna do just as well then.
It'll be short and sweet.
We want to have the board sign those now.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Okay. I'm looking to FedEx them tomorrow after Larry's back. Yep, we can do that.
Do you have them?
Yes, I have all the people. Everything's FedEx.
Okay,
Thank you.
so.
Assembly line.
This one's mine.
It's one tab on this one, right?
Yep. Two tabs on that one.
Nice.
2, yeah. Tabs on that one. And then 2 tabs on. And I'll be doing them, with my family for one second.
Okay.
I'll just give up the music. All right. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
The three signatures suffice for the mic.
No, 3 is fine. We checked with.
Cover that, sure. And I think time zones on the other side.
No, thank you. You're welcome.
All right, moving on to our other business portion. Oh, by the way, Heidi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Not to
Thank
keep
you.
very long.
Great job.
Vote on gifts, grants as presented by the CFO.
Only one,
There's only one, yeah, it was a gift for,
Okay. Mr. Chair.
Yep.
Mr. Chair, I move that the board of selectmen accept the gift, excuse me, gifts and grants as listed herein with said expenditures for the under the direction of the parties noted. Do I need to read them out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Good. Second.
Second.
First and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
None, it's 4-0. Next one. I think that's on.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes of May 6th as written.
Second.
First and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. As a practice of the boards, I recommended a few years back that as we get closer to an election, that we clean up any outstanding items. We currently have the March 18th, 2024 executive session minutes, which are ready to be voted on but not released. Is that correct, Hillary?
that's correct.
I'll make a motion to approve the March 18th, 2024 executive session minutes without being released.
Second.
First and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? None. For anyone watching, it's because the information contained in those minutes are still current matters before the town. Announcements. Town meeting is this Wednesday, May 22nd at 7:30 p.m. at Bellingham High School. Given the interest that people showed for the special meeting, I would urge everyone that wants to get their clickers and be in their seat on time to arrive early, perhaps 7 or 7:15. We also have a local town election set for Tuesday, June 4th, from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. at the high school gymnasium. We do now have additional parking outside the main entrance to the high school, and there will be handicap accessible signs to direct people to those added spots at the front of the building. At the school today was noted that school will be in session that day. It's not a no school day, so the police will be enforcing the location and leaving parking open for the second parking lot for voters. But the students will be there. I would avoid the school between 7:20 and 7:40 as the kids roll in, and 2 and 2:10 as they try to exit. All right. Old business.
I have nothing.
Mike, you have anything for old business?
Nothing.
All right. This morning I spoke with Town Administrator Dennis Frayne relative to new business, relative to what impact the passing of Gary has relative to anything he consulted town council.
Yeah, I did send town council an email over the weekend to ask what the impact would be on the election, and they are going to be sending out a formal opinion to the board. But essentially, it's treated, if he were voted a top vote getter or voted into one of the two positions, it would default to the next two. So it would the opinion was that it would almost be treated as a vote that isn't counted.
Really?
Yeah. So
So it does not trigger a special election?
Does not trigger a special election. Naturally, I want to know, I knew the question would be asked, and I know it's a sensitive situation since Gary just passed away a couple of days ago, but we needed to know what the answer was. So town council is going to be giving us a formal written opinion, but it would default to the you know, if you were the top vote getter or one of the two top vote getters, it would default to the next person. What he had indicated to me this morning.
Yeah. And the services are Thursday night and Friday morning. Town administrators report?
Just a few items. Tim's here, so I asked him to give us an update on the senior center and the DPW building, how that's coming along.
So the DPW building.
Tim, could I just ask you to come up just so that people, now that we're on cable 8, people will go to the microphone. Thank you.
So the DPW building's moving right along. It's all framed up there. It's going to be starting roofing and siding, so we're going to start to see some color on it. The parking lot is paved with the binder. It's all blended in with the existing parking lot. It's coming along pretty good. You know, we've been waiting for poles to be moved by National Grid. They came today to move the wires up. The wires were really close to the roof line, so it was kind of hindering the process toward the back of the building, but they were going to move them up tonight.
At our last meeting, they were in. Did they follow through and meet with you and
yes,
give you time frame for moving the poles?
Yeah, I met them out there. We restaked them out. The stakes were gone, but we staked it out, and
We did something to resolve the issue for now anyway.
yeah, between Hillary worked with our rep, and rep got the thing moving. So
raising the lines have allowed us to continue work.
yes, yeah. So tonight they raised the lines up, so it kind of gets it out of the way of the roofing product. It was they had it propped up, but you know, it was not really that safe, so they had to stay away from that area. But it should be solved tonight, and we got the easement in place. You signed the other document, and the easement's in place. They said they're going to be moving the poles within 2 weeks. So what happens is they move the poles over, and there's other lines on these poles. There's communicated. There's Verizon and our fiber. So what happens is they move them over, and then they move their primary lines over and secondary, and then we call those other people and they come and move them to the poles. So it's kind of like a process. Yeah. But we have them all lined up. We've been talking to them for several weeks because we expected this to be done. Yeah. But other than that, there's really you know, there's a lot of small things that happen with the with the building. As Ann's on the committee and she hears it, and it shouldn't you know, some stuff takes, you know, some decisions by the board, the committee, you know, to make decisions, and things come up, you know, so that's what we're going through right now. I mean, nothing big. Our contingency is in really good shape, you know, as far as the expenses go. You know, there's been a few things, but small relative, you know, and that's moving right along. So
completion is the end of September, right?
Yeah. So toward the end of September, they're full completion. So that's good.
Which is good.
Yeah, so then he can start his transition from you know, his offices down there and moving and setting up. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes, as you guys know, to coordinate after. But so that'll be good. That's in good shape. The senior center, the foundation went in. It's all backfilled. We're moving the sprinkler lines now. That's a small thing, you know, but you know.
Yeah, it looks good, I said.
Yeah, so we'll let that settle down a little bit, let it come, it's all compacted. We'll let it set down with the water, and then we'll pave up to the foundation and get it all buttoned up for them. And then we'll just start, we'll frame it up. So that's moving, that'll be done for you.
What do you think, well, what a completion time do you Quick with that,
For the senior center?
for the project, yeah.
So the appliance end is going out to bid. Don is helping us with that. And, he has the whole list and he's putting that out. So depending on how that does, but we're gonna move forward anyway. We're gonna frame up the little walls that it has and get it all buttoned up. And then we'll open it up and then I have to cut up the floor in the existing part. So we'll close it down right at that point. We'll let them operate right up until that. And then when we have to, we'll just, depending on the availability of all the appliances, kind of just time it that way. I had a conversation with Josie this morning and we're gonna sit down and put our heads together and kind of, she has a few events, but she's gonna adjust and move maybe into the cafeteria a little bit and, you know, do what she has to do to make this work. They're excited to get it. And I understand, you know, it's, yeah, we were able to, there was a little more room. So the problem was there's an electric line underground. And that's the main line going to the back of the building. So we were able to stretch it out. I was able to stretch it a little bit. I still 2 more feet. Right. So it's a 2 feet bigger. So that's good. They needed that. So yep. Other than that, you know, just that's about it.
Yep. Excellent. Thanks.
Super, thank you, Tim.
Anything else, Dennis?
Just the fact that we did meet this morning, if Sahan and Michael were there, we went over the motions, so I'll have copies of the motions for all the board members. I'll send something out tomorrow so you can prepare, but I'll have the originals with me and we'll do them color paper again so everybody knows that those are the originals. So I'll have them there for you to sign and turn in. Great job with the parade yesterday by the Memorial Veterans Day.
Absolutely. We always do a great
All
job.
three of you were there. They did an awesome job. Yeah, it was wonderful.
I got to ride with
Yeah.
it. I met at the nicest bed.
Mike was there.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Mike. Mike, all four were there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a great day. You got to ride with.
I got to ride with a gentleman from Milford, who is it's retiring, I guess, from the veterans part of it, because he said, I need to retire. Nice guy. And so it was fun. We had a lot of laughs with him.
That's all right.
All right, thank you. You all set?
I'm all set.
Having satisfied our agenda for this evening, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
First and seconded, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, none. Very good.